Good evening, welcome once again to the open mic in Manchester and Stockport. Now it's not only musical instruments that people play at these open mics and singers, they also have comedians and poetry. Yeah? And tonight I'm at the Fuel in Withington. This young man here is Michael Wilson. Hello Michael.
Hello.
Right, it's poetry. Give him an applause, thank you. Hi Michael. Are you okay?
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, I'm not bad, thank you. How often do you go to the open mics?
I go as much as I can, really. I
Yeah.
find it a really great place for trying out new things and new opportunities.
That's right, same as me, yeah.
Quite regular, really.
Yeah. And how do you find the audiences?
I find the audiences can be quite warm. I find that they're willing to try and listen to any new stuff a lot of the time.
Of course, yeah.
And I find that I've had some of my favourite gigs in open mics, and sometimes the audience are absolutely really so receptive.
So receptive, yeah.
It's a real joy to perform at them.
Yeah. And how long have you been writing poetry?
About 6 years now.
About 6 years. And now, did you start writing it? Was it just...
Well, I always loved the idea of performing. And
Yeah.
I've been writing prose since I was a little kid.
Yeah.
But I loved the idea of performing, so I decided to start writing poetry because it was easier to perform than prose.
Right, brilliant,
Go to
yeah.
open mic events and different
Okay.
events and stuff like that.
Are you on the internet?
I am. I'm on writeoutloud.net.
Or what is that, MySpace or what?
It's a website.
It's for your website.
Well, it's not my website, but it's a resource website by a group called Write Out Loud.
Write Out Loud?
Yeah, W-R-I-T.
Write Out Loud.
Yeah.
Right, it's just for the camera and for the
Yeah.
people watching, see. Oh, so they can log on and listen. Yeah? Yeah. Okay. And you're going to perform tonight, aren't you, at the Fuel?
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, well thanks for the interview.
All right, thank you.
And hopefully in a couple of seconds you're going to do one of your poems.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
Brilliant. Thank you very much
Thank
indeed.
you. The ECT poem. Monday, ward round, 10:30 a.m. A ladder to somewhere else drawn on my arm. The days give each thought a bitter aftertaste. The terrible spun gold in my veins has finally been bled away, as you were, my boy. But the darkness always looks stranger with a keener sight, surrounded by gluey eyes that try to scratch any meaning from words, and words written over and over on the same scrap of paper till ink sweats from the page. Doctors speak from behind a shuffle of notes. You see, you can't get there from here, but it's time to see what we can call upon. Something pushes my head into a nod, and he tells me the treatment will begin very soon. Once he recovered his sense and the shape of his tongue, Tim tells us all a ghost story. How if you change your thinking, if you try to get off the gurney, they strap you down so they can safely feed icy water into your veins to freeze the life inside you. He tells me what the letters mean. You were tricked, my friend, but don't worry. It's just like sleeping, except you wake so much more tired. Days stalk the walls like shadows. My time is spent in circles, orbiting the same thought, the centre of which is a dark-hearted sun. I spend the daylight hours sweating out my dreams and the night-time shitting out my fears till he tells me it's time to go. Hold your head. You're the lucky one. On the gurney, the ceiling glides over my eyes. Distance and affection etch-a-sketch across the nurse's expression. Ward, corridor, lift, corridor, prep room. They inject a coldness into my arms, and I count back through every mistake I've ever made. They dropped the curtain so I never got to see the metal hands that push sparks into my mind. And I come back in the middle of a sentence, the world in front of me the size of a postage stamp. Plunks breakfast on a table for me. My mind struggles into the clothing of thought. Come on, he says, back to the halfway house. Only 5 more treatments to go. Every time I see you, you seem more alive, became familiar words from visitors carrying goodwill in brightly coloured bundles. Visits are no longer conducted through cotton-mouthed sentences that muffled everything down to a murmur. Told me at the last ward round, I get out of intensive care soon. My progress a marvel of a Monday morning. A life to come, as full as a harvest moon, and eyes that have seen the things that we hide from ourselves, only to know the reasons why. Shot back into life, and slotted back into the world. Complete. Thank you.